everybody. This is Nancy and
I'm Amabile. Hi.
And we're going to do a short standing yoga practice today to brighten up all of our days. So why don't we just start in mountain pose, and just like I said, let's start standing. So just feel your feet connect to the ground. Feel the crown of your head connect up to the sky. And just line up your whole body from your ears, over your shoulders, over your rib cage, your hips, your knees, over your heels. And just feel how wonderful it feels to stand nice and straight and tall and to ground into the earth, reaching up to the sky, to the heavens, and have your arms loosely at your side. You can close your eyes down for a minute and just take 3 nice deep breaths to bring yourself into focus, into awareness of what's going on in your body. Because we all know how important it is to honor ourselves, to honor our bodies, to make sure that our practice is safe. So after your 3rd breath, or 4th or 5th, let's bring our hands into prayer pose. And so what I will do is probably an easier form of our practice, and Amabile can bring in a little bit more challenge. Da-dum, da-dum.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Okay.
Right.
So like I said, bring your hands into prayer pose. And let's just start with a few Tadasana breaths, what I call Tadasana breaths. By inhaling, bring your arms up over your head, turn your palms outward, and exhale down and back into prayer pose. And inhale out and up. And this time we're going to exhale straight down into our heart, just to change things around. And then one more time, inhale out and up, turn the palms out, and come on down. And now, let's just put our hands on our hips and start widening our stance. So we'll bring our legs nice and wide apart and move your hips around from side to side. It
Feels good.
It does feel good. Some of us maybe have been sitting a lot.
We're walking a lot too.
We're walking a lot, and
We've been doing both. Sitting and walking.
and gardening.
And gardening.
So, and now we'll just bring our arms out. Just feel that stretch. Extending, turning your palms up to the sky at first and extending from fingertip to fingertip. Okie doke. Now bring your arms back to your hips, your hands back to your hips, and take your back foot. For me, it's my left foot. I think it is for you too, even since we're mirroring each other. Anyway, take your, move your back heel away so that your toes are out about 45 degrees, and then turn your front foot straight ahead. Now, bring your arms out again. Start by stretching them apart and then turning the palms down and coming forward and down into triangle pose. Now, triangle pose, you can use a block, but I find that using my shin works out just fine. So you can use your shin, press your feet into the floor, and pull your muscles up against the bones. Lift up your toes, and then place them down. And just activate all of the muscles in your body, even in your fingertips, but not your face. Keep your facial muscles relaxed. And just feel that lovely stretch. What?
Smiles help that.
Oh, smiles help to keep, thank you. And then from here, just lift up your lower hand and come back into a dancing triangle. And what I love about doing this is I can feel the weight shift in my front foot, and then come around. Let's put our hands on our hips, hop forward a little bit, bend into the front knee, bring your arms overhead into warrior 1, and then bring your hands down to your foot and step back into plank pose or knee plank. And slowly come down halfway and then back up. If you're in knee plank, you can cross your ankles. Slowly come down halfway and come on up and down halfway and come on up. And then curl your toes under or keep your knees, or actually you're going to curl your toes under and come on back into downward facing dog. And then look on up at your hands and walk or jump up to your hands. And then inhale halfway, exhale, deepen the fold, and then either bend your knees or keep your legs straight. If you have tight hamstrings, it might be best to bend your knees and come all the way up and back and hands into your heart center. And then we'll come around and do the same thing on the other side. So we'll start, just feel those hips move again. Shake, shake, shake. And then bring your arms out. Let your right heel come back behind you. Turn your left toe forward. Look over your left arm. Relax the shoulders. Press everything into press your feet into the floor. Maybe lift up your toes for a moment and place them down after you spread them apart and come on into Trikonasana, triangle pose. And just breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, engage your muscles for a breath. And then, keeping the pose, keeping everything in the same position, just relax into the pose. Feel that sense of ease. And then lift up your front hand and bring your back hand behind you into dancing triangle. Yay! And then one more time, we'll float over our front hand, and this time step back into knee plank or full plank, and come all the way down, letting the chin chest touch first. Flatten out the body, press your feet into the mat, lifting up your knees a little bit, and then come on into a half cobra or an easy cobra or up dog if you would bother, and then come all the way down and either curl your toes under or bend your knees and push yourself straight up and back and down into downward facing dog. Now when you're in down dog, it's nice to pedal it out, as we say, and that would be bending one knee and straightening the other and going back and forth and really pressing the heel into the floor of one leg and bending the other knee. And do this a couple times, and then after you've done it a couple times, take a moment to see what leg are you paying more attention to. Is it the bent knee or is it the heel? It doesn't matter, there's no right or wrong, no judgment here, but maybe for the next couple of back and forths, you want to change the focus. So do it a couple more times, nice, beautiful. And then come on back to that nice neutral down dog and just do some yeses and nos with your head. And then look on up at your hands and either take steps or jumps on up to your hands. There, beautiful. And then inhale halfway, exhale deepen, and then either bend your knees very much or keep your legs straight and come on up and down. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is a few things that are really good for our pelvic floor. So, engage your pelvic floor. And that would be around, obviously, the very lowest part of our torso. So just lift it first, lift it and let it go, and lift it and let it go. And so now, coming into chair pose with your arms up over your head, start folding at the groin and coming on back behind you into chair pose. And actually you can also drop your hands down and let's see, we could call this diving into the swimming pool pose.
Chair plane pose.
Chair plane pose. Why not?
That's a punny right there. That's very punny.
Anyway, okay, so wherever you decide to have your hands, take a couple of breaths breaths here and really feel that you're engaging your pelvic floor and your belly and your glutes. I like to call our core muscles all three of those areas: the pelvic floor, the glutes, and the belly. Okay, so now come on forward and bring your hands into prayer pose. Now, if you need to take a break here, definitely, I'll take a break and you stay there, young lady.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Mom. Yes,
So
Mother.
just to show you that it's fine to take a break, because this can work our thighs pretty well, good old chair pose. So we'll take those who've taken a break. Let's engage all of those core muscles and folding at the groin. Come on back down. And then we'll come on over to the left. So you can let your right knee come forward. They used to say that you wanted to keep everything together, but we'll try our best to find a comfortable position for each one of us. So either keep your feet together or apart, whatever feels best for you. You can balance your elbow on your thigh, keep holding this and engaging all those core muscles. Now, press your hands into each other, and you'll notice that lifts you up a little bit. And then you can either stay here or open up your arms nice and wide. Beautiful. And then take a breath here and come on back to center. Now, if you want the challenge, you can stay in it. Otherwise, you can come on out of it before we go on over to the other side. So just take a breath wherever you are, and then engaging all those core muscles. Bend and come on over to the right. Again, the same thing, elbow on the knee, pressing your hands in toward each other, and that will lift you up a bit, and then you can open up your arms if you'd like, or stay with your hands, with your elbow on your knee. Take 2 breaths. And then come on back to center. Press your feet into the floor and let your arms rest at your side and shake it on out. And let's just loosen up our spine a little bit.
I love this one.
I know, doesn't this feel good? And you know, sometimes when I see people do this, they keep their heels on the ground, but you can let your heel lift up. Like when I go to the right, my left heel will lift up and vice versa. And you get a little bit more of maybe a little bit more of a twist in your spine. Okay, now come on back to center and let's just put our hands into prayer pose. And like I said, this is going to be a short practice, so this is pretty much it for right now, for this little segment here. So, take a nice deep breath. If you want to lie down for a little bit, go ahead and lie down. Otherwise, we'll do what I sometimes call Tadasana Shavasana.
Good, I like it.
Or Shavasana, Shavasana.
Say it 10 times fast.
No, really. Anyway, so plant your feet into the floor or lie down and just close your eyes and just feel that beautiful, beautiful breath wave through your body, over your body, around your body, nourishing every single cell. Every single muscle, bone, nerve ending, just relaxing yourself completely. And you can stay right where you are, or maybe bring your hands into prayer pose. And just thank yourself, and I thank you for being here. And thank us all for our beautiful yoga practice. Namaste. All the very best to you all. Lots of love.